everyone, and welcome back to another Train Simulator Classic video. We are showing off the Waterloo and City Line. So good morning, you will be doing a simple round trip from Waterloo sidings to Bank and back. I suppose get set up and go when ready. But yeah, you can't really see it, but let's get in. I suppose we'll get the cab light on. I suppose that's a bit better, but we are on the class 487. But yeah, this is a freeway route from Backdated Trainsim. There are a few requirements, but yeah, I'll leave a link below so you can see all of those good stuff. Right. So yeah, here we are. This is Waterloo, and we're going to be heading up to Bank, just up there, and then going back. So let's get this set up. I believe it doesn't actually have any headlights, so the tail lights are your headlights, basically, which is bizarre. But yeah, for some reason it doesn't have headlights. But that's apparently the way it is, or the way it was. So slightly peculiar. So it's forward. Let's have a look at the signal. That looks fine to me. Right, we're off. And you got interior as well, which is quite cool. That's all modelled. And you've got to be quite careful driving this, because I found out even though we're in 0% at the moment on the throttle, if we press D again, it puts the emergency brakes on. So you've got to be quite cautious driving it, not to put the emergencies on. We're coming into a Waterloo station. What is a Waterloo 25 departure? Waterloo 25 departure. Is that like the time of the train it departs? Like 25 past, the one goes on there. 26 arrival. Oh, that'll be the platform, right? Yeah, platform 25. Because Waterloo does have a lot of platforms. And looks like we're formed of 5 coaches from the little sort of train diagram. But yeah, these ran on the Waterloo and City Line until I think the 80s or 90s. So they were on them for quite some time. This is the 1940 tube stock. So yeah, it was running around for quite a few years. It's quite a funky looking train as well. Did anyone ever go on it? Yeah, it just about fits in. Look at that. Cool though. It's a pretty cool train, although really weird the way it doesn't actually have headlights. That's the only sort of weird thing. This bit in here is all modelled. Alright, proceed to Bank. And the interior, everything just looks really cool. Right, let's get that off. And let's go. We're onwards to Bank. How far is it? It is 2.2, I was in kilometres. Yeah, 2.25 kilometres, which is what, a mile and a half? I am going to keep the cab light on for this, because actually, we'll see. We'll see how dark it actually is once we're in the tunnel. That ain't too bad. Let's get up again. Yeah, you've got to be really careful not to put the emergencies on. So I'd imagine, yeah, the speed must be in kilometres an hour then. That's just the way this line is designed. I suppose that's alright, that'll do. So 30 kilometres an hour at the moment, which is about 20 miles an hour. Wonder why that is. Or maybe that's a mistake, maybe it's not supposed to be in kilometres an hour. Or was it? No, this is 55 there, so maybe it is. Interesting. Let that sort of naturally speed up to 55. Not 55 for long though, that's there's quite a few speed changes on here. For quite a short line, at 30, 55, 50, 55, more than the East Coast Main Line from Peterborough to Donny. I'll put that back down to 30, just about. Yeah, imagine sitting on this line all day. The nickname for this line is the Drain. It's that sort of little novelty line, the Waterloo and City Line. I mean, it does get used a fair bit because people commute into Waterloo, and then this basically just takes them straight into the city, hence the name Waterloo and City. But just one. Imagine sitting on this driving it all day. Surely there must be some. Surely the drivers of the Waterloo and City Line must do other lines as well. They can't be sat on this all day long. Surely not. I think you would probably go insane. Going, was it a mile and a half, maximum 4, no stop, just all day? Surely not. They must be able to switch over and do other lines. Or maybe, yeah, maybe you would get a day of, you know, Waterloo and City duties, but then the next day you'll be on like the Central Line or something like that. Along those lines. Acceleration's awesome on here as well. Right, let's speed that up. Not too far to bank now. Yeah, we're down the drain. And you've got to be careful not to put it into the emergency, because that is quite easy to do. Let me pitch back in here. Get back in. Doesn't really make much of a difference, really, does it? Other to the outside. We'll keep that as it is. Hopefully you can see some things though. And yeah, this is free. Obviously there are a few requirements for it. The Met Line, I think the London Heritage. No, that wasn't one. No, Portsmouth Direct Line, because Waterloo. Yeah, so there's a fair. Well, I think there was about 5 requirements for it, but then 3 of them are paid for, and then the other 2. No, 3 of them were free, and the other 2 are paid for. Something like that. Goes the other train. Let's try not to spad on this first run. Down to 15. So let's pop that down. As we come out into, well, bank already. Have a little mini junction indicator which you get on the tube. Cool. Looks good though. The baking, I don't know if they do that for Trainsim Classic, is, well, I mean, the tunnels are dark, which, well, they would be. And here we are. That's the Waterloo and City Line. Oh, let's go back down a bit more again. Come on, train, just slow down a bit more. A little bit quick there. I don't. We're literally only just going to about fit in the platform here. Why is the power on? It was on quite a bit as well. Right, that was it. Yeah, only just. Look at that. Only just. And yeah, this was also a national rail line as well. I think when these trains were running. So hence the reason why it's Network Southeast. So that's the sort of other really weird thing about this route, is the fact it hasn't actually been an underground line for that long. Before it was National Rail. So it's really weird, but that's what's cool. It's quite cool as well, little news box. Bank National Park. Really, really nice looking stations. I mean, the tube map's all there. Is that the updated one? Oh, that's the old one. Wow, that's the well, I suppose this is about. I've got a poster of this actually. I don't know if yeah, 2007, 2008. I think this one is. As you can see, the East London line there, which is still it says like buses. Yeah, buses will replace trains on the East London line. And there's the Waterloo and City there. From there down to there. And that's saying Imperial Wharf opening, I think, in late 2009 or 2008. So that's quite an old tube map. A sort of less cluttered tube map. I'm liking this. I know you could say it's a bit like, no, why is it a photo? Why can't they actually just be the escalators there? But for Trainsim Classic, that's all right. Yeah. Yeah, that's all right for Trainsim Classic. You can sort of see through. I like what they've done there with the images. Yeah, I like that. Sort of it's not just dark and there's nothing there. And same with that. That looks cool as well. That goes on and on and on. It's almost like a travel later, that. When you change her setup again, depart for Waterloo. Can do. Yeah, it looks really good. And you've got all the ads and... So I suppose these are probably from the Met Line, all these posters. But they're really, really good. Especially when you consider this is free. Yeah, you can tell when this is set. That all changed on the Victoria lines. This is, yeah. Well, I mean, the train, yeah, I think 90s. But the route itself, I'd say probably mid-noughties. Right, doors are already shut, so we need to get we need to get a rigger one. Set that to that. I think that's about it. That goes to that. Not really emergency. Yeah, we don't want to do that. I think that was in that when I came in. So we'll keep the tail lights on, or maybe put them on the lower setting. There was a lower setting for them. That one, I think. Is it that one? Yeah, that one there. Let's try and get a little screenshot. Actually, we'll do it at the other end. Right, let's change the dark end. What does that say on there? What was that? Waterloo and City Line staying open later. Two hit two woo. When tube posters were cool. And they probably are still quite cool, but yeah. Right, do that. Oh, hang on. That's not the cab. That would have been quite a funny mistake to make. There we go. I suppose, yeah, it must have been extended at some... It's like the Bakerloo line where you've sort of got that false cab. Oh, it's just like another coach added on. How cool. Right. This is the one we want to be in. Do that. Do that. Check the signal, which is quite hard to see. I'm guessing, yeah, we're fine to go. Well, we're off again. Back to London Waterloo. Very long journey. But no, it's just nice. It's nice to see another tube line in Trainsim Classic. That's sort of within the sort of dovetail train sim. I think Open BVE, that's got a few, hasn't it? And I think there's also a virtual district line as well, which I don't have yet. So there's a fair few. And you got the Bakerloo line on Trainsim World, which is a good one. And the Met line on here, yeah, the virtual district line, and well, now this. And if there's any others, let me know. I suppose you probably, even if you don't own all of the requirements for this route, you could probably still try and install it. You might be missing a few bits. I think one was the Metropolitan Line Plus pack. You probably could try it just with the Metropolitan Line. It might work. Obviously, best to have all the requirements though. Let's put that one on. That's like the bright one. Let's go. I remember when I went on the Waterloo and City Line in real life. It was one of those. When I was younger, so it was like one of those phases where I was scared of the train stopping in the tunnel. Yes, scared of the train stopping in the tunnel. So I thought, oh no, we've broken down or something. Now on this route, I think they do that. Well, they did. Probably still do. It wasn't that long ago. Wow, it was 2014, 2013. But yeah, I think when we were coming into Waterloo, the train stopped outside, and I was like, uh-oh, why we stopped? Have we broken down in the tunnel? One of those things, yeah. I don't know if it stops in the tunnel, you know, it's going to be a red light or something. So it's one of those sort of silly things you're scared of when you're younger. I need to travel on some more of these tube lines. I don't know when this video is going out, probably quite soon after I've recorded it, but the London Day travel card's going to be going soon. And that's like the perfect thing to get if you want to travel around London, because otherwise you've got to have like an Oyster card or contactless, and that's just less of hassle. Having to tap it on each tile, yeah, that's £2. Tap on again, oh, that's another £2. Oh, that's £3. Oh, there we go. Saying that, I do somewhere have a I need to go up to London at some point so I can get a discount on Oyster. I think 75% off. But I mean, I don't have an Oyster card. I can hardly go up to London, so I haven't actually bothered activating it yet. Maybe I have to do that. Almost back into Waterloo. So we're coming into platform 6 for this one. Oh, I see. I see. So is that a turn? Yeah, so they come into the arrival platform. Then I assume they go into sort of this turn back side and then back out. That's what it looks like. Another little doo-doo, as it sort of clicks itself up. Then back down to 30. And then into Waterloo. Oh, we actually do have time to get there. Well, we are a little bit behind. But that's alright. Yeah, that was, well, I don't know if we would do this route again. I mean, I'm sure we will fit in at some point, maybe on like a stream or something. But, yeah, not too bad. It's free. And yeah, it looks good. And all the textures and the tunnels and all the sort of clutter, and it's good. Oh no, it's the same plan. No, it's the same one. Is it? Is it the same one we came in on? Let's quickly do it. Try and get a No, it is the different one. It is a different one. Can we lower that? Ah, not that one. Pause break. So it's quite hard to try and get a screenshot here. It's all underground. Get out of the way. And we can try and... Yeah, it's just tricky. It's tricky to try and get a nice shot. One which would work as a sort of thumbnail. Maybe something like that. Yeah, we'll probably have to work with that. That would be. Whoa, we are going to go through the platform. That was not the plan. Taking screenshots we were then. Well, here we are back at Waterloo. Saying that, still technically in the platform. It will do. We were taking photos. Waterloo City. So where were we going after that? And into the siding. Siding 6. And I suppose it would then get ready and go again. Very funky looking trains though. The train's now empty. You hope it's empty. Probably get some train enthusiasts on it being like, we want to go into the turn back siding. Right, now we're off. Do we set any points? That's all set for us. Siding 6. This looks all nice as well. And somewhere here you've got the lift, which takes the trains up. It's a bit like what the Glasgow subway used to have, but doesn't anymore. Is this it here? No, that's... Oh, I didn't realise it actually comes overground here, basically. What's this? There's a road on top of it. Is that it there then? But there's a crane somewhere, which basically lifts the trains, you know, when the new trains come in and stuff, which lifts them up and down. I'm assuming it's in here somewhere. Probably that gap there where they sort of lift it down onto the tracks. That'll do. Here we are, we made it to siding 6 again at Waterloo. What is that there then? Is that something to do with it? That could be something to do with it. And there's Waterloo Station right there. And there's London and the BT Tower over there. Well, that was cool. Oh, but you got to the end of the scenario. That's the main thing. But that is the Waterloo and City Line. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. It is a freeware route on Backdated Trainsim. I will leave a link below if you want to give it a go. Links can also be found in usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, thanks for coming in, and I hope we'll see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.